Hello, this is Charlotte Palmer here from the Mothership ReConnected with Shaz, my producer.
I actually get a chance to be on the show for a change, just for a little while. Can't believe it.
We're here to chat about an amazing podcast that we just did with Colin from Intimacy Matters, all about sex and intimacy.
If you haven't seen it yet, you need to get to see it.
Yeah, it's really amazing. We're just going to have a little chat about it. So,
just in case you don't know what it was about, it's all about sex. Well,
that's right.
Sexuality, sensuality, that sort of thing, wasn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
So,
and wasn't it great, Shaz? Wasn't it great? We did a whole hour, over an hour and a half with him.
Yeah, what things came up? The thing that surprised me with that was just the fact when he was talking about the difference between doing the women's survey, when he got the 20 women in and how many guys, and did the questions for the women.
Yes.
And he said, oh, well, I hope it's going to be okay. I'll see how they react, and maybe I have to get started. And he started it off, and the first thing the woman said was,
what is it they say?
what did she say?
How do you? Yes, that's right. Sorry, Shaz.
Come, get with me. Come on.
How do you give a good blowjob?
Straight away. And the thing that amazed me with that is obviously that you think when you sort of hear guys talking together, the thing that amazes me is that if you hear guys talking, mind you, I suppose it's the way they talk.
Yes.
But guys will be straight away, I was in there straight away, come on.
Yeah, it's kind of like all boasting and bravado and I'm good at this and I'm good at that. It's all looking good, isn't it, with the men? But
put them in a room together.
Exactly.
So when he was saying about the fact of that, that I found fascinating in quite a way. Because I always sort of think, because I don't know if you find this, but because I spend a lot of time when I'm talking to people, talking to you, talking to whoever, talking to friends, and we're talking about things, when those things come up, I suppose it's mainly because I talk to women about it. I mean, I personally don't feel sort of too away talking about it. It's very easy for me to talk about it, but I think it was quite funny to realise that the guys he had such a lot of trouble with, because just in case you didn't realise, what essentially happened was that when he did it for the guys, they spent ages writing out questions. And he literally had to read out the questions of the guys, isn't it?
Yeah, so that was that big conference he was
at. And
this
is from... Okay, this is from George. This is from George, and he'd like to know. And
I thought it was anonymous, actually.
Well, it probably was anonymous, actually.
I don't think any guy... You see, you don't get rooms of guys that sit in a room together and they go, well, this is what I'm dealing with, this is what I'm challenged with, this isn't working. You know, men don't do that. Men don't share... Yeah, men don't share what's wrong, if there's something not working, if they've got a breakdown in some way or a dysfunction, and that they need help and support. Men don't do that, whereas women do.
But it amazes me, we're in the 21st century now, so why wouldn't guys talk more about it as well? Because especially when you've got this thing where everybody, firstly, even if they are performance-led, where they're thinking, okay, well, I've got to be good at what I do.
Yeah.
Surely to know how good you are, I don't know why you want to compare yourself to anybody, whatever. But surely to know if you're any good, firstly you need to be talking to your partner. Is the first thing, wouldn't you? Really, about it quite a lot. Well, what turns you on? What gets you going?
Is it about being good? I mean, surely, it's all about connection.
It's about
connection. You know,
personally, it's about connection. It's about
compatibility.
Yeah, understanding each other.
Exactly, and connection, compatibility, and what works for the person. You could be good for one person and be really bad for the other, and still be doing the same thing.
Very true. Love to know what you guys think. If you've got any thoughts on it, please leave comments below, because it fascinates me. I find it quite amazing that, as I say, we're in the 21st century and people still find it really difficult to talk about things like that.
Men find it really difficult.
Men find it difficult. Women talk about it all the time.
A lot of women do. Not every woman. I think some women are still quite repressed, or they think that sex is a dirty word, or they've come from an upbringing where it's not talked about.
Is that due to background, or is that?
Yeah, no. I've got friends that say that they never talked about it. You were considered to be a bad and naughty girl if you talked about sex. You know, it has like certain connotations. But for men,
are they old women or are they younger women?
Round about my age.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I understand that getting older, because we're still part of. I hate to say it, guys. We're part of the. We're not part of the what's the generation now?
The millennials?
Millennials. We're not part of the millennials.
No,
definitely not.
Sorry.
We're not even part of the whatever came after the X and Y generation.
Exactly.
I mean,
the noughties and the
Yeah. Like, that's the hard thing
to
to imagine. It's like, the noughties. Even the noughties, we're not even young enough to be part of the naughty generation now, in that sense. Terrible.
So what we're doing, I mean, Colin is obviously an expert at what he does. He's been doing it for absolutely, he's amazing.
What I find so fascinating, and again, if you haven't seen it, you definitely need to check it out, because what I found incredible was that even considering, I mean, we've had some really great podcasts so far, but what I find fascinating is that he's so eloquent on the subject, and he also, the same way that you put people at the ease, he puts us at our ease. He talks about it. He makes it so matter of fact. And I mean, I think these days that, even as I say, even considering when the 21st century, you don't seem to get, sex still doesn't seem to be a general conversation. It is from the point of view that it's so easily accessible to everybody now. So even very young, you've got to watch, because even children pop is sexualized and that sort of thing. So
well, you've got the porn, accessibility to porn, and there's lots of discussions about sex in men's, well, mainly women's magazines, maybe men's magazines. I don't know. I don't really.
They talk about it in different ways. Again, as far as I can see, when you're talking in men's magazines, it seems to be a lot more. Again, as we say, the way that men are with sex. You know, so performance.
I'm good at this. I'm good at that. I've had this many women.
Braggadocio? Is it braggadocio? Yes.
Braggadocio.
Yes.
Right, it's totally different with women. It's like, you know, more emotional or more connection. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's much easier. It's a great podcast. You've got to listen to it.
If you haven't seen it, please take some time. If you've seen it, also, again, please feel free to leave some comments on it. Let us know what you think. Also, spread the word about it, please, because subscribe to the channel. It's well worth subscribing to the channel, because we have plenty more amazing podcasts coming up. We've got one coming up soon with Nicholas Bender. We've got quite a few.
Health guru.
Exactly. We've got quite a few good ones coming up. We've got a lot of good stuff on there already, so it's worth checking out. And YouTube, you're going to get a lot more stuff like this coming up as well. Where we just expand a little bit on
health, well-being, social and environmental issues, and personal development.
And things we've done podcasts on, you're going to get a little bit about as well.
Totally.
And it gives me a chance to come up here, say a few words, because most of the time I'm in the engine room giving it all that. And you know how it is. So anyway.
There you go, Shaz. You got your platform.
Thank you. At last, I'm allowed out of the cellar. Oh, guys, thank you very much.
Yep. We look forward to seeing you here again.
Yes, please. And please spread the word, because, you know, we want to see you. We want to see you or hear from you on this. And the more response we get from you, also things that you might want to hear talked about as well, please feel free to share that with us as well, because we've got a lot of good things coming up, but we're always looking for new subjects and things that interest you.
Totally. So let us know.
Yeah. So this is Shaz saying bye.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
ReConnected.